We went to discover ancient Mayan ruins in Belize. Hey folks, welcome to the Down the Road Travel Channel. My name is Will Van Winkle. Today we are in Belize at Lamanai. Belize is home to 9 known Mayan complexes. Today we're off to explore the Lamanai ruins. Our journey started in Belize City, where we took a ride from the water taxi stand to the boat, which carried us up the river to the site. See my video for our little jungle cruise for highlights from that part of our tour. And I promise this time it is not Disney related. Also, be sure to subscribe to the Down the Road Travel channel and enable the notifications so that you're notified when new videos come out. Lamanai is the original name of this one, and its literal translation from Mayan is submerged crocodile. It's the second largest Mayan site in Belize. It's also one of the oldest in the tiny Central American country. Lamanai was inhabited for more than 3,000 years. Situated along the west bank of the New River Lagoon, Lamanai settled in about 1000 to 700 BC, stretches 860 acres with many religious, civic, and recreational areas having been found. And now this site is mostly yet to be explored, but it was abandoned sometime in the late 1600s.
If you look at this, my friends, right behind of me, look at this temple. This was how most of the temples, when Lamanai got discovered, this was how most of the temples they were looking. See, big hills, trees on top of the hill. See, this is only one temple what have not been excavated yet. In just a few, we're gonna get to the front part. The first temple or the first structure what we will be seeing, it's known as the Jaguar temple. Whenever we get to the temple, I want you to use your imagination. Look at the face. You're gonna see a face of a jaguar in front of the temple. Good? Let's move on.
Whoa.
Wow. If you notice, you can see the faces. Look at the faces. Look at the face here. Use your imagination. Look at the eyes, the nose, ears, the mouth, the teeth. What do you guys see there? A jaguar face. See? Yeah. No. When you're finished taking your photos or your pictures, you come over here and let me give you quickly the information. And then if you guys would like to climb, you guys can climb.
I think I'm gonna do it.
You're allowed to climb.
In 10-9, the Temple of the Jaguar is located in the southern part of the complex, and its pyramid, consisting of 7 levels, rises to about 96 feet with 2 jaguar masks flanking the lower platform stairway. Only the front of the structure has been restored. On the terrace here, there's a large 2-chambered rectangular structure and a secondary stairway leading 3, 2, 1. On the terrace here, there is a 2-chambered rectangular structure and a secondary stairway leading to the leveled summit. Many offerings have been found within the structure, one of which was a large mosaic jade mask featuring teeth and eyes of pearlescent shell, and the pupils were fashioned from obsidian. Because it was strategically built along the river, Lamanai became an important trading post with obsidian, jade, and cannabar coming down from the Guatemalan highlands, and salt and honey and cacao coming from the coastal areas. This played a key role in the development of the site. In the 12th century, copper began trading through the area as well, with Lamanai being the Mayan archaeological site with the most copper ever recovered. In the 1500s, the Spanish built churches with a Mayan uprising in about 1640, resulting in the burying of the churches, the ruins of which can still be seen today. First explored and recorded in 1917 by Thomas Gann, consolidation and conservation work continue to this day under the Lamanai Archaeological Project, or LAP. The three main structural groups are placed around plazas with smaller residential structures spread out in all directions from there.
Well, our friends, if you guys remember, I told you about the temple.
Yeah.
Temple, what you're seeing, Jaguar temple. If you have noticed the face of it, if you saw in 1977, this is how, when our colleges started to excavate this temple. Look at my book, my friends, over here. Look at the pictures, how this temple was looking here. You see, sir? This is how, when they started to excavate this temple. You know, temple, what you're seeing over here, my friends, Jaguar temple. Look at this temple, how beautiful it was before, my friends. Even the color was just like this temple was looking like this. Jaguar temple. If you notice, this temple dates back 500 to 600 AD. It was a very, very solid temple. What the Mayan people used to do, if they build a face on one side, they must build a face on the other side. Always symmetrical with everything. Temple, what you're seeing over here, Jaguar temple, my friends, this temple was not used for making any sacrifice. This temple was used for ceremonies. The god, the ruler up there, making his ceremonies, people will just be standing on this plaza like how we are. Whatever the god will be speaking, the echo. If you notice how the temples they were built, my friends, one on top of the other one. It's just like if you cut an onion, what do you guys get?
Layers.
Layers on top of layers. When it comes to this site of Lamanai, my friends, this was a huge city of the Mayan people. 60,000 Mayan people living on this site of Lamanai. 700 temples, what we have not been excavated here at the site of Lamanai. How do we know? According to archaeologists, they have took pictures from satellites from up there, and they have saw that there's still more temples on this side. Look behind of you. One. Look on the other side. Another one. Everything what we will be seeing like a hill, my friends, it will be representing a temple. Now, my friends, you are allowed to climb. But remember, if you are climbing, it's your own risk. I am not telling you guys to go up, but it will be your own risk. If you're climbing, please take your time. Remember, the steps are very steep. The more lighter you go, the more better for you. The view from up there, my friends, on Belize. If you're here in Belize, you gotta Belize it. Good? Go ahead, my friends.
You wanna go?
Yeah, let's do it.
If you're climbing as well, my friends, if you notice the two walls, go around the walls and it's gonna take you way up here. Good? When you're up here, look at this side here, look at the northern side, look at this side here, and you will be seeing the other tip of the other temple. Right? Any questions here? Good? Right. How many of you guys have been to Mexico and Chichen Itza?
Not yet.
Not yet? You have been there, buddy? You saw the big ball court? Yeah. Lamanai had a very, very small little ball court. where the Mayan people had their game. Notice this was the ball court. See, those would be the bleachers. I'm sorry, those would be like bleachers where people would be standing. So notice the round stone, that will be the ring. On the middle of that round stone, that is where the Mayan people will be scoring. Will be the ring right there on that round stone. Now, the ball game was known as a puck to puck game. Puck to puck. Playing this game with a ball made out of rubber. The ball was made out of rubber, 8 to 9 pounds. Hitting the ball not with your feet, but hitting the ball with your hips, elbows, and shoulders. Whoever wins the game, they believe that the winners will be the ones who will be getting sacrificed. But why did they want to win the game? They believe if they die, they will be going over to the gods. That's why they want to try to win this game. This was a very, very small little ball court. In Mexico and Chichen Itza, my friends, you get to see the biggest ball court. Even the rings will be huge up on the left, on the right, like a basketball ring. This was a very small one, what you see.
The Temple of Stella, or N1027, is located across from a ball court on the eastern edge of Lamanai. This site features a carved representation of a former Mayan ruler holding a ceremonial bar across his chest while donning a pectoral sun god. A number of offerings were found below this platform base, including blades, beads, obsidian, and the skeletal remains of at least 5 children.
What you're seeing over here, my friends, High Temple. This temple dates back 100 BC, before Christ. It's 112 feet high. So this temple was dedicated to the rain god Cha. God will be standing up there making his ceremonies. People will just be down here listening. Whatever he speaks, the echo, he will not be raising his voice. The echo, you can easily hear it down here. If you hear this, what do you guys hear?
Echo.
Exactly. Now, in 2006, you were able to climb from the front part. You were allowed to climb from the front part. But in 2018, we had to close it down. Because there was a lady who was going up there. Guess what?
She fell.
She fell down from up there. She was the first one. Because of what? One little selfie. So, you are climbing. You're climbing up there, my friends. You will climb from the left. There's some wooden steps. It's gonna take you up there. The view, it's unbelievable again. So if you're climbing, you can start making your way. If you notice that you guys have the whole temple for yourself, this is the very nice thing.
Well planned.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Structure N1043, otherwise known as the Great High Temple, is located in the Central Plaza complex. It is the highest pyramidal structure at the site, standing at 108 feet tall. Think of a 10-story building, and that is about the height. There are 3 stairways leading from a platform terrace, with the central stairway being the highest, and there are 2 large stone masks located between the staircases. Now, you can climb these pyramids still in Lamanai. This particular one has a wooden staircase in the back because I think it was in 2016 somebody was severely injured, reportedly by trying to take a selfie, and went tumbling down this 108-foot steep stone structure. Don't take selfies on the pyramids, please. The central staircase extends further up the pyramid from the terrace to the top. Along the way, you'll see 4 additional masks on either side of the stairs. It is believed that erosion has eradicated other masks that may have been present closer to the top. 3 temple structures exist at the summit, with parts of a mask having been found adorning the largest and most central of these temples, which are arranged with adjoining temples facing the central temple in a common Mayan arrangement.
Almost above the jump here.
It's a little steep, but we can make it.
We can do it.
So in 1995, we had the original ones. But these ones, what you're seeing, they're all replicas. We had to put a thin layer of fiberglass to protect them. People used to come, especially the Mennonites used to come. They used to dig on the nose, dig on the lips, dig on the eyes. And to protect it, that's why we have to put a thin layer of fiberglass to protect it. What you guys are seeing at the front, behind of the original face, is looking just like how you are seeing it. This face dates back 450 AD. Remember what I told you, what the Mayan people used to do? If they build a face on one side, they must build a face on the other side, always symmetrical. Face, what you're seeing, this is a face of an Olmec, what you guys are seeing. An Olmec face. So this temple, this mask face had 4 faces. If you look up on the face, you can see some walls. Behind of those walls, what do you guys think you find? More faces. This temple had 4 faces, representing 4 faces.
The Temple of Masks, or a structure, I think it's in 956, and part of the northernmost complex, and is estimated to have been settled around 600 BC. This structure has 2 unrestored mounds atop a terrace adjacent to the main western-facing pyramid structure, which stands about 56 feet tall. The main mask structures are of carved blocks of limestone rather than the more conventional method of building of stucco around stone. Inside, a substructure has been found dating back to about 200 BC, where additional stucco masks were found that were very similar to those found at Saros, 45 miles away. 2 tombs were found in the Temple of Masks, 1 male surrounded by valuables and perishables, and 1 female in a secondary structure within the temple, both dating to about 500 BC. Temple of Masks still has a lot of excavation work to be completed. The back of the structure itself, as well as several structures on the north side beyond the housing areas, still haven't been done. And there are telltale signs of raised agricultural fields in the area. There's still much to be discovered here, with only a small portion of the site having been excavated and restored. Some civic areas have been excavated, while an unknown number still lie frozen in time, reclaimed by the jungle for now. Hope you enjoyed the video on Lamanai. There are some links to products that may make your trip to Belize a little bit easier in the description of the video, such as sunscreen and off bug wipes. You're going to the jungle, you need off. Remember to like, comment, and share the video, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you down the road.
Let's hit the road.